Oh my gosh, we're live. Hey guys. Oh, gotta find where the camera is looking. Hello. It's been a while. I'm super excited doing this unannounced live stream. I have some really exciting content for you guys today that I'm really excited to get into, and I've just been really excited all day because I was actually making a new module for my accelerator program for our clients in there. And I was like putting together all the content and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. My clients are so amazing. It's all based on this strategy that my clients have been doing with their Evergreen funnels and that we've been testing the last couple months, and it has just been wildly successful. And so we were putting into like the final sort of training on it. Very exciting stuff. And so I was like, I have to do a live stream just expressing sort of my excitement for how my clients are doing with their Evergreen funnels to sell their online courses. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. If you don't have an online course yet, that's totally fine. I still want you to pay attention because for a lot of people who are thinking about the online course business model or who are thinking about creating an online course in the future, this is sort of your ultimate goal, right? This is actually what you'll ultimately work towards is you'll create your course, you'll do your launch, and then ultimately you'll have your Evergreen funnel, and that's sort of that like final stage, and then you'll keep building on that. So this is still really relevant to you, even if it's more aspirational for some of you who maybe are just getting started with online courses. So really quick, hi, I'm Mariah. I am the founder of the Accelerator program where we work with our clients to build their online courses, do their launches of their courses, and then build out their Evergreen funnel systems. We also help them build out their webinars and all that kind of good stuff. Basically the entire business model of creating and selling online courses so that you can teach what you love. So I'm coming to you today because, again, like I said, I've been in the sort of Evergreen funnel zone with our clients in the last couple weeks, in the last couple months. If you guys can, let me see, are there comments happening? Oh my gosh, comments are happening. Hi, cool. All right, awesome. Really good to see you guys. I just figured out how to watch the chat. Also, please excuse me if my eyes are moving all over the place. I have multiple monitors and I have a lot of different things on every one that I'm trying to look at. So I have like the chat up over here and the video over here. So sometimes it can seem like, where the hell is your eyes looking at? But I'm going to try to keep it focused on you looking into the camera. But I will go and check out the chat as well. So hey guys, really good to see you. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Christy. Really good to see you guys here. And let me know if you have any questions as we are talking about this stuff. So today I want to talk about how my clients are building Evergreen funnels with our help, using our strategies that are doing anywhere from $10,000 a month all the way up to $60,000 a month. And update, I actually got a message from one of our clients yesterday. I don't want you guys to hear this and be freaked out. I don't want you guys to hear this and compare yourself. So that's not what this is about. But it's something that's really inspirational to me is that one of our clients who's been working with us since January, her funnel did $78,000 last month in sales, which is just amazing to me. Again, that's after a lot of hard work. That's after like more than a year of, working on her course and having multiple launches under her belt and then being able to grow from there over the course of this entire year of working with us. But to get to that point is really amazing. So I just think that this is very exciting to me. And this stuff is really, like I said, it's really your ultimate goal for any course creator who has an online course business is you go from the sort of beginner course creator, you're launching, you're doing promotions, you're doing live webinars, and then eventually you get to this point where everything is pretty well automated. And so that's really what we've been focusing on the last few months with a lot of our accelerator clients is getting their funnels up and running to that point and getting them scaled. So that's pretty exciting. Hello, everyone. If you're in the chat, if you have questions, feel free to ask them and I will address them as I can. Okay, so we are going to get started. Before I dive into the content, I'm going to be sharing 6 things that my clients are doing in order to create these funnels that are doing anywhere from, we have a couple of client funnels doing, $9,000, $10,000 a month, all the way up to $60,000 a month or more. And we're going to dive into what exactly are they doing and what does it take to get there? Because It's not easy. And like I said, it does take a while to be able to, you're going to start small. You're going to have that first sale and then you're going to build on that. So again, don't feel like, oh my gosh, that's like, I can't even imagine that right now. It's just, you're going to get there one little step at a time. Okay. So I'm going to be sharing the 6 things that our clients are focusing on in order to make this happen. But before I do, I wanted to give you guys a heads up that next week we are hosting a private training where we're going to get into more details of what I'm talking about today for people who are interested in working with me and my team to build your online course, to launch your course, to build out your webinar system, to build out your Evergreen funnel system. If you're listening right now and you have a course that you've already launched before and you know that going Evergreen is the next step for you, we've done that with a lot of our clients and we can definitely help you. So we're hosting a private training for people who are interested in working with me and my team. You can just go to the link in the description to apply, and that's how you'll get your invite. So go to workwithmariah.com/application. There's also a link in the description of this video. And so you guys can go and fill out the application there, and that's how you get your invite to that training. So I would love to be able to share more with you, and let me know if you have any questions. All right, cool. So like I said, we have been working with, we've been working this entire year with all of our accelerator clients, and we've been building out our own funnels and helping our clients build funnels for a long time. But we have been really focused on this recently, and just in the past few weeks and just in the past few months, our clients' funnels have really exploded. And I think part of that is also that we have continued to refine our strategies and continue to refine what we're doing. We always test everything, and then we continue to share that with our clients. And so as we get better and better, their funnels get better and better, which has been really exciting. So just so that you know that I know what I'm talking about, I just want to show you guys some of the things that have been happening in our client Facebook group in the last couple of weeks. This is amazing to me. I just felt like there was going to be too many to put on its own individual slides, so I just put them all together. But this is just an example of some of our clients who have made their first funnel sales, and then obviously going from there. So like this client says, I revamped my Evergreen funnel, set the sales page live on Monday night and got 3 sales yesterday. This client said, I just made a sale off my mini course funnel. This client says, I have made 5 sales from 121 people going into the funnel, which is amazing. Let's see, just made my 3rd sale since making the funnel go live on Sunday. So that's all within just a week. Win just got my first Evergreen sale. I didn't even know that it was working because she was so busy. And then she realized that she got a sale, which is awesome. Just had another client say that she, just turned on her funnel on Tuesday and had 2 sales so far, which I think is amazing. Yeah, it goes on and on. I really like this one that says, I made my first Evergreen funnel sale, legit made money while I was sleeping. I was napping on a bus back from Berlin when the sale was made. So I love that. And it's just a good example, guys, of just how exciting it is to see that this is working. And obviously, so we have some of our clients who are just making their first funnel sales and just building that momentum. And then we have clients who have been doing this with us for literally, months since January, working with us in the accelerator. And they're still with us and they're still building out their funnels and they're just scaling it to the next level, which is really exciting. So I just wanted to show you these so that you guys could see some of the results that we're creating with our clients. And I think that just kind of sets the stage for what I'm about to talk about, so you know that this stuff is all based on experience. It's all based on our actual clients and what they're doing right now. So this client, her funnel did about $9,600 in sales in the first month that it was live. She's also a good case study because she was like, I don't think I need a funnel. My launches make plenty of money. I don't need to set up an Evergreen stuff. And I was like, why don't we just try it though? And then she did, and it was super successful. Another client who's doing $60,000 a month. And then I love this example also. One of our clients, her funnel does consistently a little over $2,500 a month in sales. And she actually this was from a couple months ago in June, and she actually just replaced her full-time 9-to-5 income with her course sales. Like she just hit that milestone. So that was really, really, really exciting, which I love. All right, cool. So that is just to show you guys, that everything we're about to dive into comes from our work with these clients, okay? Everything we're about to talk about, everything, when I say what are the things that these clients are doing to achieve those results, that's what we're going to be talking about today so that you see this is all based on their experience and our experience working with them. Okay, and like I said, let me know if you guys have any questions. Hey Pete, hey Christy, hey Tamisha, it's so good to see you guys here. I know I went live without any, what's it called? I didn't tell anybody. It was unexpected and unplanned. So if you do have any questions, let me know. And if you're watching the replay, also put your questions in the comments. I always come back later and check out and see how I can help. So, hey Laura, super good to see you here. Yeah, if you have any questions and you're watching the replay, put them in the comments. And like I said, if you're interested in working with us, like you guys just saw a lot of the results that our clients are getting, if you guys are interested in working with us, either on your course creation, launching your course, our program goes through all of that. We also have plenty of people who come to start working with us when they already have a successful course. They've already done a couple of launches, but they want to do the Evergreen side. So if you are ready to go Evergreen and actually have an automated Evergreen funnel system to sell your courses that actually works, then you should apply at the link that's in the description, because we're going to be doing a private training for you guys next week, which is very exciting. And people really love this training. So awesome. All right, so let's talk about it. Like, what are the things that my clients are doing in order to get those results that you just saw, right? So the first thing, and I think that a lot of this live stream for a lot of you is going to be a reality check, right? And that's my job always, is to provide that reality check and be really upfront about what it takes in order to get there, because it is so not easy. Like, to achieve that place where you've gotten to where, oh my gosh, you actually make sales automatically, like with a funnel, which is like a system and it still requires maintenance. And yes, it's not just like make money on while you're sleeping on the beach or whatever. But it's something that happens after a lot of work. You don't get to skip the line and just get there, right? So the first of the 6 things that they're doing is they put in tons of hard work up front. They put in months and months and months of hard work up front. Okay, so before my client got to her $10,000 a month funnel that she gets to enjoy now, before she got there, she spent 3 months with us just creating her course, doing the first launch, creating all the content. I mean, you have to create all the content for your course. You have to all the work is front loaded, right? You have to create your sales page, your email sequence, your marketing. You have to do a launch, right? You have to do a launch live. And all these things have to happen before you can get to the Evergreen part. And so they're putting up so much effort before you can get there. And I'm not saying that to be like, oh, hustle, it has to be so hard. I just want you to have that reality check that like you don't get to skip to this place. And if you're listening and you don't have a course yet and you haven't launched yet, then we can help you get there, and we can help you from the starting point all the way through. Like I said, we had clients who started with us in January. They had no course, nothing. They built their course, did their first launch, and then a couple months after that, their funnel is up and running. So it takes that much time, and that's what you guys need to be thinking about. That's why I tell people, like, if you're thinking, oh, I want that goal by next year, especially now, we're kind of getting towards the end of 2018. If you're thinking by next year, my goal is to have like an Evergreen funnel up and running and like actually consistent, then you have to start today, right? You can't really wait until next year and be like, then I'm going to start this project. So you got to plan for those couple months of hard work up front. And Ashley Campo knows, because she is one of our clients. She's like, so much hard work. Yes, totally. Okay, so the second thing these clients did to create these Evergreen funnels that are working now is they tested all of the marketing live first. So when you do your first launch of your course, I realize that I'm kind of still like talking off to the side, and I'm going to try, it's just really hard for me to look into the camera and look at all the other things that are happening. When you launch your course live the first time, it's like a big test. It's a test of everything. It's a test of your marketing materials. It's a test of your copy. It's a test on your positioning. It's a test on your emails. It's testing everything that you've created so that you have a sense of what didn't really land, what kind of worked, what didn't work, what worked really well. And then when you have that information, we can take that and then we're going to tweak it to make it evergreen, right? So let's say you did a webinar let's say you did 2 different webinars during your live launch and one of them didn't go so well, but one of them went really, really well. That's the webinar that we're going to turn into your evergreen funnel, right? So it's all like a testing ground. And so it's really important to remember that every single person that you see that you just saw who are our clients who are killing it with their online course funnels, they have gone through the process of testing their marketing materials live. They tested their webinars live before they ever made an evergreen one, right? They didn't just wake up one day and make an evergreen funnel that worked. They had to test it live. They tested their emails live. They tested their sales page in a launch. They had to test all that stuff live, okay? It's really important to remember that. The third thing that all of our clients have to do, and this is really important, is they shifted their mindset. So I've actually done an entire live stream video all about the mindset shifts that are necessary in order to actually be able to earn like leveraged income from, I don't really like the word passive income. So, in order to, cause it's not really passive, you still have to like maintain it and like keep tabs on it and like make sure it's all running. But I already did a live stream about the mindset shifts you have to make. It was one of our like most popular live streams. You guys really loved it. Make sure it's on my page right now. So after we're done here, go and watch that if you haven't already. I'll probably add the link into the comments here after when I'm looking at the replay because I really want you guys to watch the full thing. But what I'll say right now is that every single one of our clients had to shift their mindset to really allow themselves to be able to create leveraged income from an evergreen funnel, okay? They had to get over the fear of leveraged income, which is a legitimate thing. People are scared to make income from their evergreen funnel because they don't have to work super, super hard anymore for it. And that feels very scary and uncomfortable. Most people are on some level kind of terrified of anything that's like, you know, passive income or leveraged income or anything like any evergreen funnel that's automated or something like that because it actually kind of breaks your reality and it goes against all of your long-held beliefs that you have about hard work and what it means to earn money and that you have to work really hard in order to feel like you've earned it, in order to deserve it. And the thing about online courses is that, and I will tell you, every one of my clients knows this, we work our butts off for the first year, the first 2 years, like we work our butts off. That doesn't stop. And we all front loaded a lot of the work and we work so hard in the beginning so that we can have those rewards later. And it can kind of balance out later. So, I never want to, it's not like, never turns into like, I mean, for some people it does, if that's what they choose is like, oh, I just want to kind of like let my funnel like flow and I'll just be at the beach. Like that's fine. But, for most of us, it just creates the space for us to continue growing our business and continue doing other creative endeavors, which I think is what most of our clients are after. And obviously to like spend more time with their family, I would say is another big one. Okay. So they shifted their mindset about what it means to work hard because I said this again in my other live stream, which I really encourage you guys to check out. There's so much resistance to actually having people say, they will tell you that they want an evergreen funnel that earns money every day. They will tell you that they want consistent sales. They will tell you they want it to be an automated system. And then they will have so much resistance to actually doing it. So go watch that other live stream that's on my page, and I'll link to it if you want to hear more about the mindset side. All right. Number 4, what is the 4th thing that my clients are doing to create these funnels and create this success? Really important, they kept it simple. They kept it simple. Now, our unique process, our funnel strategies are not like other people's funnel strategies. It is not we do not teach what other people teach. Our strategies are very different. And I would say the main thing is that I am just I love simple and I need it to be simple. And I also know that simple works better. So we strip out all the unnecessary things. You don't need these 5 different funnel email sequences. You don't need this crazy tripwire. You don't need this. It's craziness. People overcomplicate. I feel like there's been this whole, like there's this entire industry that's built on overcomplicating the tech and what you need, and like it's all built on how complicated can you have your marketing system, right? And then we're over here being like, oh, we're over here just being like, oh, we just did the simplest thing that took the least amount of time and was like the 80-20 version, right? So I always call it like pulling the biggest lever. So we like wanted to pull the biggest lever for the biggest result with the least amount of work, right? So you get 80% of the result with 20% of the input. And most of the time it makes sense to just create that 80-20 and then like move on to the next funnel. Instead of like tinkering and making it super overcomplicated for those like teeny little increases. But that's the main thing to remember, is that these clients kept it simple. If you saw what they're doing, I think you would be surprised at how simple it is. It's unfamiliar. It's probably unfamiliar to you if you've never done it before. It's something new. The first time you set it up, it feels hard, but ultimately we just keep it simple. We don't go crazy with like complicated tech and ups, downsells and all these multiple funnel paths and like fucking, don't even get me started on like, bucket funnels, like quiz funnels. Don't even get me started. It just gets overly complicated and it's so unnecessary. Like our client whose funnel, like I said, did like $78,000 last month. It's like very simple. It's not something super complicated. So please don't think that complicated tech or that it has to be really complex in order to be successful. Usually it's the opposite. The less complex, the better. Number 5. Okay, so these are, again, right now, if you guys have just joined me, we are going through the 6 things that my clients have done to create their evergreen funnels for selling their online courses. And their funnels are doing anywhere from $10,000 to $60,000 a month consistently, which is really amazing, and I'm super proud of them. I'll also say, if you're just joining us, these examples that I've shown, especially if you go back to the beginning and watch the beginning, the examples that I've shown are for courses of all different shapes and sizes. So like some of our clients' courses are $300. Some of our clients' courses are $1,500. Some of our clients' courses are $1,000. Some of those courses are about leathercraft. Some of them are about becoming a VA. Some of them are about website design. Some of them are about programming languages. They're all different prices, all different audiences, all different niches. So that's just something good to remember as well, is that it's all different. It depends on like, what is your course price? What is all that kind of stuff? It's all going to affect that ultimate result. All right. So number 5 is that they all had realistic expectations and then were pleasantly surprised. So one of my favorite things about our clients, and what I love about the work that we do, is when our clients are like very pleasantly surprised with how things are going. And when they're like, wow, I didn't expect it to work this well. And I would say that with evergreen funnels, that's a common thing that we hear is, I didn't expect this to work very well, or I didn't expect it to work this well. And a lot of people, I think a lot of times, especially just like I said, creating an evergreen funnel, it can sound complicated. It's unfamiliar. It feels like it's kind of this like dense, like mystery, and it's kind of like, what's happening in there? What are the mechanisms happening behind the scenes to make this all function and work? And it can feel complicated. So I think that a lot of people think, well, maybe that will work for other people, but it's not going to work for me. And so what ends up happening is our clients will have very realistic expectations, maybe even low expectations. And they're kind of thinking, I don't know that this is going to work for me. Or one of my clients was like, I would be super happy if my funnel made $2,000 a month and that's all I want. Like, I would be super psyched if it made $2,000 a month. And then by the end of the month now, his funnel is making about $15,000 a month really consistently since we set it up in June. So that's just something to remember, is like, it's really important to have realistic expectations and then just be pleasantly surprised when it works out better than you think it's going to. Where you're going to run into problems is if you compare yourself to someone who's been doing this for 2 years, who's had their funnel up for a year, or who's been doing this for 2 years. And where you're going to run into problems is when you start comparing what's happening in the first month of your funnel to their funnel that's been up and running for 2 years. Then you're going to be disappointed. And so that's not the right way to approach this, right? We want you to approach it with realistic expectations. You can't expect this to work overnight. You can't expect this is building a system that's a long-term, you're making a long-term investment into building the system, because you're saying, look, instead of doing another one-off promotion, like a live promo or a launch or something like that, I'm actually going to invest this time and energy and money into building an evergreen funnel that ultimately is going to be the bigger result in the long term. And it's going to allow me more freedom and time in the long term. And so you just have to go into it with those realistic expectations. It's not going to start working overnight. It's going to take tweaking and testing, right? It's not going to be something that you just set it and forget it forever. It's going to take maintenance. You might have to tweak and test a couple times, in order to get it really working consistently. And then, like I said, it's just a matter of having realistic expectations, then being pleasantly surprised instead of saying, I want my funnel to make $30,000 a month starting in the first month. It's like, nope. Don't compare someone who's been doing this, don't compare yourself to someone else who's been doing this a long time, or who's had their funnel up and running for a whole year and they've had that much time to test and tweak and figure out all those little details. So I just want everyone to come into it with that attitude. And I really appreciate that attitude in our clients and in everyone, is just that I'm not entitled to this, but I'm so pleasantly surprised when it worked. And for some reason, that's something that's really specific to funnels, is people just being really pleasantly surprised when it works as well as it does, because they might be not expecting it to. And then the last thing, this is number 6. I feel like I should have number 6 coming up on the screen. We'll have to get someone to edit in little cue cards or something. Number 6, me figuring out numbers, is that they trust the process and they do what I say. So, and I know that sounds a little cheeky, but it's so important to trust the process. If you're gonna work with me and my team, I'm going to ask you to trust the process. I'm going to ask you to, I'm going to be asking you to follow our strategies and see how they work before deciding that it's not going to work for you, right? So it's just trusting the process. If I say, you know what, we need to tweak this price, we need to tweak this copy, we need to tweak this page, we need to figure out, this flow of your upsell funnel, we need to tweak that order. You need to trust the process. And so when we instruct you to do something, it's because we have tested it many, many times over many years, and it's because it's the thing that has the best chance at succeeding. Obviously, everyone is going to be doing something that's pretty, kind of customized to what they're doing, right? You're going to be working within the framework, but your offer, your course is going to have a different price than someone else's. It's going to have different stuff that's included than someone else's. That kind of stuff is fine. But the main thing is just trust the process. And what you'll see from our most successful clients, everyone has this, our clients who are achieving the biggest results. I just think it's funny because what they'll always say in our client Facebook group is just do what Mariah tells you. Just do how it's laid out in the program. Do what Mariah tells you. Don't stray from the formula until you've mastered it, right? Don't stray too far until you've actually tried it the way that it's been proven to work. And then you can go out and then make those tweaks later. So that's a big one. We like literally see people saying that in the Facebook group where it's like, people will be like, wow, how did you get such an amazing result? And the client will be like, just do what Mariah tells you to do. Don't try to like make it up as you go along. Don't go rogue. Don't like try to like make it unique. Just for now, start with just trust the process. And so that's really important as well. So if you guys have any questions, start putting them in the chat. I see that a couple of you guys here are watching live. It's awesome. Most of you guys are going to be on the replay. If you're watching the replay, put comments below and we'll be sure to check back and answer those as well if we can help you. Let me know what questions you have about Evergreen funnels for selling your courses. Like I said, we have experience helping our clients with, courses in every different niche and different topics like watercolor painting, all different things, but also all different price points. So everything from like a $200 course to like a $2,000 course. And so really it's the same systems and the same frameworks that works for that sort of range of stuff. So if you guys have an online course or if you don't have an online course, but you're thinking that that's the ultimate goal and the ultimate direction you want to go in, we would love to help you with your Evergreen funnels. We would love to help you create your course and do your course launch if you haven't already done that. If you already have an online course that you've launched a couple times and you don't have an Evergreen funnel, I will just tell you right now, you are missing out. And it's one of those things that like truly every day that passes that you don't set that up, you're missing out on sales. You're missing out on, this opportunity to build the system as fast as possible so that you can start tweaking it and making it optimized. And I, in general, favor creating systems, and especially when it's like building the funnels and stuff like that, over continuing to feel like you're in that launch cycle, like you're stuck launching every 3 months because you don't know what else to do and you didn't take the time to set up the system. We actually just had a conversation with one of our clients who was like, I feel like I have to, I want to launch again for like cash injection. And I was like, I know that this is a really hard decision to make. I'm kind of going off our topic right now, but I think it's important. I was like, I know this is a really hard decision to make, but I want us to focus on optimizing your funnel and getting that more dialed in before you go and spend, a month creating another launch promotion. And that's what we did. And it's been working really, really well. Again, it's that shock and surprise how well it's working. So I just want you guys to know that is, if you're feeling like you're in that phase where you're like, oh my gosh, I need to like get Evergreen, that's like your goal for this year or next year, then get in touch. You guys can apply. We are going to be doing a private training next week on next Thursday for anyone who wants to work with us on this stuff. So in order to get your invitation to this private training, just fill out your application at workwithmariah.com/application. The link is also in the description of this video. And I really look forward to seeing your applications. I'm very, very excited about this. This training is like super amazing. It's going to go deeper into everything we've been talking about today and really get into the nitty-gritty of it. If that sounds like what you need and you just need some help and support and the strategies and the templates and the tactics and everything for making this happen, then we would love to work with you. So thank you so much for everyone who's here live. Thank you so much for everyone who's watching the replay. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope this was really, really helpful for you. It's like I said, I know that my job here is to hopefully give you, show you the inspiration, show you what our clients have done, and then show you what it really takes to get there, because I really want you to understand what it takes and that it's not just flip of a switch, everything's perfect and amazing. It takes that preparation. It takes the mindset work. It takes the months of testing. It takes a lot. And our clients are like the bravest people in the world because they're not afraid to work with me on doing that. And they're not afraid to do what it takes. So that ultimately, it's like I said, like one of our clients who's been with us she's been working with us since January, and even before that, she launched her course using our strategies even before she joined the accelerator. And that's how long it takes to get to that point where it's like, whoa, these results are crazy. So really awesome. Hey, Erin. Hey, Steve. So good to see you guys here. Well, let me know if you guys have any questions, and I will be back, I think, in a couple days with some more awesome content for you guys. So thank you. Have a great night.